Hello and welcome to Mtoto News Insight, where we bring you news and information about children as it comes to our desk. I am Anne Wamboi. World Vision Kenya, in conjunction with the Council of Governors, held a children forum in Narok County to establish if the children are aware of the Big Four agenda, which was set up by the Jubilee government when they took power. Dennis Njoroge with the details.
Who will be in Nairobi next week? So every county.
On Thursday last week, the World Vision held a children forum in Narok County to engage primary and secondary students in matters concerning the Big Four agenda, which include universal health care, food security, trade and manufacturing, and affordable housing. All this in preparation for the upcoming children conference that will be held from the 18th to the 21st of this month at the Nairobi Primary School.
County inafanya kazi ama haifanyi kazi. Na ni kazi gani counties inafanya katika jamii ama katika Narok County sasa. So that's why we're here.
Several schools from the region were present in the forum and participated in group discussions, which they came up with a solution to some of the problem that they are facing during the day-to-day learning activities.
Kwa early school dropout. Ukijaribu angalia number 1, early school dropout. Tulisema the government should enforce the law and serious action taken to people violating the rights of children. Tulisema serikali, hili jukumu la serikali, waweze kuweka sheria ama kuweza kufikisha to interpret these law breakers, waweze kupeleka vizuri sheria, ndio mtu mwenye anafuja sheria aweze kushikwa kutua baroni.
One of the big problem noted was about the child protection in the area, with children suggesting that there are still high cases of female genital mutilation and early childhood marriages. Also noted was the poor health service in the area, with students saying that the services in hospitals are usually slow and could lead to further complication.
High dropout rates through FGM, early marriages, poverty, and lack of role models in the society. Hii imeguziwa na Gideon, but tutarepeat tu. Yani ni kama huku Narok huku kwetu. Ndio wasichana wana drop out sana through FGM, kukeketwa. Mzazi akishakeketa msichana anaona sasa huyu amekuwa mama, ametosha kuolewa na kijizefu fulani.
After the discussion was over, the children chose 5 representatives to represent the whole of Narok at the Children Conference in Nairobi. Njoroge Dennis for Mtoto News.
The Nakuru County law enforcers are on the spot for rounding up more than 42 street children on Wednesday evening and dumping them in Torongo area nearly 50 kilometers away in Baringo County. Cherish Etale has the insights.
It is an act that has left many Kenyans enraged with the Nakuru County officials, including their Governor Lee Kinyanjui, questioning their role in the housing and protection of homeless children in the country. The street children claim that county officials harassed them after accusing them of dirtifying the town and terrorizing the residents.
Saa 3 asubuhi usiku na tulishikwa na wenzangu na tulikuwa tumefanya makosa yote. Tumekuja kutupa mpaka sehemu yenye hatujui. Sasa ningependa sana hao watu tushika wachukuliwe hatua juu hakuna makosa tumefanya.
Nishikiwa pale town Nakuru, nilikuwa na troli yangu, nilikuwa naendea troli yangu sasa hii asubuhi. Nikuje nifungue kazi kwa
36 of the street children were escorted back to Nakuru on Thursday by Mambra's Assistant County Commissioner Catherine Kerongo, whereas the minors were later taken to Nakuru Central Police Station before they were handed over to the County Children Department.
These young people here in the middle of the night is not the right thing. It would have been more appropriate to look into other avenues of helping them out other than coming to dump them.
The question remaining to the government is just how the Big Four agenda is going to cure this challenge. From Toto News, my name is Cherish Etale.
Safe Internet Day. This year's theme, Together for a Better Internet, aims to inspire collaboration for the creation of a safer online experience for children. Safaricom hosted the annual Safer Internet Day, which is celebrated globally to advocate for the responsible use of the Internet. The event, which was held in collaboration with the Communications Authority, UNICEF, GSMA and African Telecommunications Union, among others, sought to raise awareness about the opportunities presented by the Internet as an enabler, but at the same time adding the risk faced by young users.
A huge number of individuals usually go through their phone even before getting out of bed, maybe to check their mails, text messages, or even go online. This kind of trend is mostly experienced among the young people. It seems like we have lost our ways. Communication is no longer a one-on-one, but we mostly prefer texting or the use of Skype to meetings.
The Communication Authority of Kenya is delighted to join the global community on marking of the Safer Internet Day. Kenyans, I'm glad to say, have fully embraced technology and are heavily dependent on the internet for access to a diverse range of services, which include finance, health, education, agriculture, entertainment, communications, and government services, amongst others. As technology constantly evolves, criminals are also finding new ways to manipulate it. Protection from these criminals with the intention of exploitation is necessary and must be a priority.
Most people find it easy to solve bullying by committing suicide. UNICEF Kenya are able to educate most of the kids on safer ways to face bullying by the use of the helpline.
So the helplines are active in Kenya specifically to help you reach out when you see a photo, you see a situation that you know is bad for children. So for example, you hear an argument, you see someone being bullied, maybe you see a photo online. This hotline can help you report that photo and can help you potentially protect that person from further bullying. So I'm going to give you two numbers. The first one is 0703 042 700. And the other number, which is much easier, is just the child line 116. Now 116 is a toll-free number, so there's no fee to call. They can refer you also to that longer number, and that's an opportunity to report anything that looks like it's against the rights of children.
Safaricom marked the annual Safer Internet Day with an event where they pledged to continue efforts to protect children online. Our current love affair with social media certainly fuels data creation.
Statistics tell us that young people make up a good percentage of the 3.5 billion searches conducted on Google every day, 3.5 billion, which is about 40,000 searches a second. Every minute, users watch 4.15 million videos on YouTube. The statistics are staggering. And we post about 46,000 pictures on Instagram every minute. We appreciate that social media connects people, helps teenagers, helps families stay in touch, explore our creativity. But we also note that as per a 2018 study conducted by Ipsos, which is a global research firm, in 28 countries, 65% of cyberbullying occurs on social media, 65%.
The awareness on safer internet was extended to Ngunyumo Primary School in Korogosho, Nairobi County. It was also noted that a huge percentage of kids who come from that area don't have access to the internet. And with the awareness they received from Communication Authority of Kenya and Facebook, plus Watoto Watch that day, they are now able to make wiser decisions when it comes to the internet.
Female genital mutilation in Kenya has been an ongoing menace as local and international organizations put their foot forward in ending the harmful traditional practice during the second National FGM Conference in Narok. Community members, stakeholders and partners convened at Masai Mara University Hall on 4th February to mark the second National FGM Conference in Narok County. The two-day conference was officially launched by Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Youth Service and Gender Affairs, Professor Margaret Kobia, accompanied by the Permanent Secretary, Honorable Safina Kwekwe, and other parliamentaries.
When I look at the members of parliament, when I look at the study done by the senator, we have been able to have a documented resource that tells us what are the real causes, what are the problems. And using that, in my view, to make it, this is where you start, what are the interventions that are presented there.
On the agenda was discussions on how men, boys, and youth are essential in eradicating FGM, role of prosecution and law in ending FGM in Kenya, and the role of partnerships and networking in ending FGM.
If you look at the population of Kenya, around 48% of the citizens of Kenya are male. So this means there's no way we can be able to end FGM if we leave half of the population out there and not engage them in the fight against FGM.
While revising resolutions from the first FGM conference that was held at Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development in 2018, PS Kwekwe addressed the proposal by the congregation to have the anti-FGM board devolved. She said the department was not going to devolve the board, but rather introduce units in counties that will deal with matters of FGM at the grassroots level. She affirmed that these centers would make it easier to do referrals of cases reported and help victims and survivors of FGM. Meanwhile, the UN International Day of Zero Tolerance Against FGM celebrations were done in Loiter Hills, Narok County on 6 February. This event saw about 3,000 participants gather in unison to declare reforms in ending FGM in Narok and its environs. This day is marked to enhance awareness-raising campaigns and taking firm actions against FGM.
For a long time we do practice, and it is our culture. So to live the culture is not an easy game.
We have government chiefs, we have sub-clan chiefs, we have age group chiefs, and spiritual leaders. All of them sat together and found that today we are making it an international day because we are for it and it's not going to happen again.
Loiter serves as the border between Kenya and Tanzania Narok area, therefore bringing Tanzanians on board to eliminate cross-border FGM, which has risen as a new trend. From Mtoto News, I am Anne Wambo. That report brings us to the end of this week's news bulletin. For more news and information, visit our website www.mtotonews.com and follow us on social media pages at Mtoto News. Thank you for watching. We do hope that you stick with us. Until next time, I am Anne Wamboi.